We are handling product lines for everything from milk cartons, your local dairies, to the big name dairies like Hood Packaging is Hood products on the East Coast. Those are a lot of milk carton type work. We also get into the salty snack industry. You're all familiar with Frito-Lay and Snyders of Hanover. We also into pet foods, regional brands mainly. Blue Buffalo is one of them that we work with, Ainsworth Pet Nutrition, KT, and other products would be small pressure label, sensitive labels, which you will find on most of your consumer goods products like Procter & Gamble and S.C. Johnson. Now, to begin the imaging process of our polymer plates, we've taken a raw sheet of polymer and we've laid it into an exposing device that uses ultraviolet light. What he's doing now is setting the depth of the letters that will be used on the printing plate. This machine has basically UV lamps very similar to a tanning bed, and UV cross-links the polymers internally, so when we put it through a washout solution, everything disappears except what the UV attacked and polymerized. What we're looking at here is a finished plate. As you can see, the elements or the graphic images are pretty pronounced. The floor of the plate has kind of a matte look to it, and these raised images is where the ink is being applied on the printing press, and as you can tell, there's a lot of those images. This plate will then be packaged up and sent to a printing operation in another state, and they will then in turn prep the plate and get the tooling onto the printing press in order to print the particular package. What we're doing now is we took the imaged polymer over to a machine that is putting punches on one end. That one end is then attached to a traveling bar that will pull the polymer through our washout solution. Depending on the type of polymer, the thickness of the polymer, and specific request by the customer as far as specifications of how deep the etch should be, the machine will then calculate the speed and the integrity or the pressure of these brushes. So we have all this data stored within the software of this machine, because there's we have at least 20 to 25 different types of polymers that we utilize that are all unique and specific for specific clients and or printing systems out there. As this plate progresses through, you can see the solvent is flooded above the brushes. That solvent slowly seeps through the brushes, keeping the brushes active and wet. This solvent will also cause the sheet of polymer to swell up, and it's similar to taking a dry sponge, throwing it on some water, and it just gets bigger. And that's what happens with this plate material. So when we're done, we then transfer that plate to an oven. The original company was Monarch Engraving, which was founded in 1953, and some of the original founding fathers are still with the company. We made a conscious decision in 2011 to join up with a larger entity in the same trade and business that we're in packaging and pre-press for packaging. And they've brought with them a lot of technology and expertise that has allowed this division to grow. And we have since taken on national accounts, and we're actively pursuing more. And we're expanding with both employees and technical equipment.